And here's his Barbie. What's my boy doing with the Barbie?
He picked it out at the toy store himself. He loves it. He carries it everywhere. It's like a security blanket, but with ski boots and a kicky beret.
Yeah, it's cute. Why does he have it again?
So it's got a doll, so what?
Give Daddy the Barbie. Okay? Give Daddy the Barbie. Okay, how about, don't you want to play with a monster truck? No? Okay. Ooh, how about a dino soldier?
Ross, you are so pathetic. Why can't your son just play with his doll?
There are many issues with the way that Ross handles this situation. For starters, Ross assumes that his ex-wife, who is now married to another woman, forced his son to play with Barbies. What's the problem with this? It proves Ross is homophobic. He thinks that because his son is being partly raised by two lesbians, his masculinity is being threatened. Wrong. His son chose to play with the Barbie, something that Ross had done when he was a child. While Ross took it upon himself to force-feed Ben a G.I. Joe doll, he ultimately decided he wanted to play with the Barbie anyway. Screw you, Ross, and screw your gender stereotypes. Barbies are for everyone.
Ooh. What is this?
Daddy's
Okay, that's no.
Ross, what is this?
Thank you. Good luck. Okay, just remember how crazy I am about you, okay?
Kind of ditzy. Too into her looks. Spoiled.
Now that's a little spoiled. He was supposed to type little, the idiot.
Just a waitress?
Now that was, I mean, as opposed to, okay, is this over yet, Rach?
I do not have chubby ankles.
When deciding who he should choose to be his girlfriend, Ross makes a list of flaws both women have. He believes that he can decide who to love and date solely based on a list of their flaws. Not only is he objectifying women, he lies straight to Rachel's face when explaining what the list is. Who makes a list of flaws? He is so entitled that he thinks he can treat women as objects for his pleasure, and that he should choose one based on who will be the easiest to deal with. I'm not quite sure why he thought this would work, but I'm sure glad it didn't.
You know what? 100 million people went to see a movie about what I do. I wonder how many people would go see a movie called Jurassic Parka.
Oh, that is so...
No. A bunch of out-of-control jackets take over an island.
You know, if what I do is so lame, then why did you insist on coming with me this morning? Huh? Was it so I just wouldn't go with Mark?
No. I wanted to be with you.
To put it simply, Ross has a problem with the fact that Rachel has a job in the fashion industry. Not only does her job take up too much of his time, it is an industry that he thinks is dumb. Ross proves once again that he thinks he is better than Rachel. It doesn't even seem like he believes women should have a job. The worst part about this clip is that while Rachel tells Ross that she wants to have her career and her personal life separate, Ross refuses to accept this. What is the problem with a woman having an admirable job? Once again, Ross Geller is stereotyping gender and being the selfish man that he always was.
Oh, I just wish we hadn't lost those 4 months. But if time was what you needed just to gain a little perspective...
We were on a break!
Coffee house?
You bet.
And for the record, it took 2 people to break up this relationship.
Yeah, you and that girl from the copy place, which yesterday you took full responsibility for.
I didn't know what I was taking responsibility for, okay? I didn't finish the whole letter.
What?
I fell asleep.
You fell asleep?
While Ross and Rachel were on a break, Ross slept with another woman. Fast forward to this episode, Rachel writes Ross a long letter about the problems that they had in their past relationship and how she wants to fix them. Ross doesn't even have the decency to read the whole thing, and yet he apologizes for sleeping with a woman. We find out that he isn't even sorry because they were on a break. He just said so to get Rachel to get back with him. How self-centered could it be to completely disregard her feelings? Just another instance Ross proved he doesn't respect women and only cares about himself.
I really do understand how hard it's got to be to leave your child with another person. I mean, it's like leaving behind a piece of your heart.
Sandy, that's exactly what it is.
Are you gay?
What
It's okay. I get that a lot doing what I do. But I am straight. I'm engaged, actually. Her name's Delia.
Oh, that's pretty.
So you're just like a guy who's a nanny.
Not only does the scene prove that Ross thinks that women should be completely in charge of taking care of children, it suggests that Ross also thinks men should have little to do with raising a child. While he may not have a nurturing instinct, because he's too self-involved, it is clear that Sandy the male nanny was the perfect selection, yet somehow Ross still has a problem. Ross shows his homophobic views yet again because he asks the nanny if he's gay just because he's a nanny. Just because a man cries, or maybe plays the flute, doesn't mean that he must be homosexual. And even if he was, why in God's name does Ross care if his nanny is gay?
Well, hey, Rach, remember that whole we were on a break thing? Well, I'm sorry. Will you marry me?